Hello and welcome to Good Morning Thailand. Today we'll be talking about some of the news topics from across the country. I'm Jay.
I'm Alex.
This ad is brought to you by Carzuno, the easiest way to lease a brand new car in Thailand. And we're going to start with our first story today, where Thailand recently completed a humanitarian operation to repatriate around 900 Chinese nationals who had been ensnared in scam operations in Myanmar's border town of Mayawadi. These individuals were transferred to Thailand's Mae Sot, from where they were flown back to China on 15 flights over 3 days. Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin highlighted the operation as a collaborative voluntary effort involving China, Myanmar, and Thailand, emphasizing its adherence to humanitarian principles. The operation reflects a broader regional issue, with Southeast Asia becoming a hub for telecoms and online fraud, leading to hundreds of thousands being trafficked into scam centers and forced into illegal work. This incident occurs against the backdrop of a startling revelation that pig butchering scams, a form of fraud that has gained traction during the pandemic, have swirled around 75 billion from victims worldwide. The UN estimates that more than 200,000 individuals are currently held in scam operations across Southeast Asia, underscoring the vast scale of the criminal network.
It's pretty crazy to me that the whole point of these scam operations is they're scamming wealthy people, usually in America or in Europe, something like that. But the people who are doing the scamming are scammed themselves. They're basically told that they're getting some job in IT or something like oh cool, good opportunity. Then they show up wherever it is in the other country. Then they're stuck there. They get their passports taken away. Now sort of gun to their head, go scam people. So everyone involved is a victim. It's a pretty crazy thing. John Oliver was just talking about this pig butchering, where the idea is to basically build trust with your victim and make them fall in love with you, and that's the fattening of the pig, and then eventually you slaughter, and all the money's gone. I don't know. It's apparently Southeast Asia's become the hub of that. That's not exactly a good thing to be known for. Anyways, good on Thailand for that. Now on to the next story, which is what everyone's been shouting about over the weekend. This Swiss nationals tripping incident has got all of Thailand's social media in an uproar. That's right. In Phuket, Thailand, residents are outraged after a Swiss expat, Urs Fer, and his wife were accused of assaulting Dr. Tandao Chandam from Dibuk Hospital. The incident occurred when Dr. Chandam was sitting on steps near Fer's beachfront villa in Yamu Beach, Thalong district. Fer, claiming a misunderstanding involving previous trespassers, and his wife, who also insulted the doctor, have faced calls for their expulsion and legal charges of physical assault. The controversy extends beyond the assault, as investigations reveal that the villa's steps encroach on public beach land, leading to further legal complaints against the overseeing company of the villa project. Amidst escalating tensions, both Fer and his wife apologized, stating the altercation was a misunderstanding, but the community's anger has been fueled by concerns over public land encroachment and the demand for justice for Dr. Chandam. Did you see the incident? The whole thing was so silly, dude.
I've heard about it. Heard about it. So what, essentially this doctor and his another person were sitting on these steps. This guy got annoyed, tried to kick them off it, and then they realized that these steps were illegally made.
So what happened was basically he was filming himself walking up to them.
Okay.
And then tried to make it look like he accidentally tripped over them. And from what I can tell, that it seemed like he was trying to make it like it was some sort of liability on them for being on his property or something like that. But it was so obviously staged. He's just walking straight at them and then falls over them. And I think he was trying to use it as evidence against them, and it ended up being evidence against himself. It was the silliest incident in the world, and just shows people coming to Thailand, be nice, be kind. There's one rule here: courtesy. And oh my God, I cannot believe the backlash this guy is facing. It's pretty intense, I'd say. But I don't know.
All right.
Funny story.
Funny story.
I think it's not too harmful one way or the other, but I don't know.
Well, this is definitely not a funny story. Depends on how you look at it. A road rage incident leads to a man opening fire on the wrong car. In Pattaya, Thailand, of course, a shocking case of mistaken identity led to a violent incident when 33-year-old Supakrit mistakenly fired at the wrong vehicle, thinking it was involved in a previous road altercation. Supakrit, who rode to the Nong Pru police station on his red Honda Spacey motorcycle, turned himself in, presenting a Forjas Taurus revolver and bullet casings as evidence of his cooperation. The unintended target, a bronze Toyota Vigo pickup owned by 50-year-old Saibua, was damaged, but fortunately, there were no physical injuries reported. Supakrit's mistaken act of anger has highlighted the dangerous consequences of road rage, leading to his arrest and charges for property damage and the unlawful discharge of a firearm in public. He has since reached out to Saibua to apologize and agreed to compensate for the damages caused. Ladies and gentlemen, when on the road, say no to anger. Don't do road rage. And if you are going to flip that guy off, at least make sure it's the right guy.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. This was like an incident of road revenge, too.
Yeah.
This was like coming back later and just like, oh, sorry, wrong car. Like, and
What a crazy story. Comes out. He's got a revolver, starts shooting at the wrong car. I wonder if those guys in the car just being like, whoa. It was it. Do you snitch? What do you do?
I don't know. But good thing the guy turned himself in. He's like, hi, got angry. Like, but yeah. This is why I don't like to drive at all. Like, I feel like people get too angry behind the wheel.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
It is. I'm no stranger to that myself. So. Yeah. Well, anyways, on to our next story. So the Thai government is aiming to invest billions of dollars to improve its airport infrastructure. It's about time, I think. Now, the Airports of Thailand, or the AOT, has initiated a significant project to enhance Thailand's aviation industry by accelerating the development of 6 national airports with an investment of approximately 210 billion baht, or 5.86 billion USD. This initiative aims to position Thailand among the top 20 global aviation hubs within 5 years, aligning with the government's vision to boost the country's status in global aviation sector. The airports targeted for development include Suvarnabhumi, Don Mueang, Chiang Mai, Mai Phang Luang, Chiang Rai, Phuket, and Hat Yai. This move is expected to strengthen Thailand's connectivity to international destinations, thereby benefiting the tourism sector significantly. However, challenges such as flight availability and traffic congestion need addressing to meet rising demand and improve passenger convenience. Additionally, Thai Airways plans to augment its fleet with 45 new aircraft by 2027 and establish a new aircraft repair center in the Eastern Economic Corridor, enhancing maintenance capabilities through international collaborations. Yeah, boy, I don't know. Something needs to be done. I feel like I'm always dealing with lines that just go on forever. And, not enough flights available. But
airport infrastructure. Suvarnabhumi Airport, one of was actually voted one of the worst airports to kind of deal with. The airport itself is not that bad. They just need better organization, maybe.
It feels that way. And actually in Don Mueang, if you still go to Don Mueang, you remember those the moving walkways?
Yeah.
Those are still closed off, not operating.
And the whole thing about land of smiles and Thai people are extremely kind. Yeah, they are. But I feel like airport workers in general, but also especially Suvarnabhumi Airport, are some of the most miserable people in the country.
I believe that custom agents, it's a universally, like, you have to be a bad, like, angry person
Excuse
or something
me,
like that.
sir. Please stand over there.
Yeah. Ugh. God,
they actually talk like that in an American accent at Suvarnabhumi Airport. That's actually true.
International training.
All right, we're going to move on to our next story, which is regarding the foreign mafia operation within Thailand's borders is becoming an area of focus for Thai police. In Phuket, a popular tourist destination, in case you didn't know, allegations have surfaced about the operation of foreign mafia gangs, predominantly Russian. Who knew? Talking over local businesses and engaging in illegal activities, including drug smuggling. Kun Thanakorn, the deputy leader of the United Thai Nation, raised these concerns following a visit to the area. These groups are also accused of using their financial power to bribe officials and evade legal consequences. The Thai government, acknowledging these issues alongside Phuket's traffic congestion problems, has pledged to take swift action. Deputy Prime Minister Anutin Chanvirakul emphasized the importance of addressing any influential individuals, regardless of nationality, who break the law or negatively impact Thai citizens, underlining a commitment to law, order, and the safety of both locals and tourists. Wow, it was a big turn from the Deputy Prime Minister Anutin Chanvirakul,
the
the former health minister, who once deemed all foreigners dirty.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Or maybe
no,
he
allegedly.
did. No, you really
yeah,
did?
he did.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That one's not alleged.
Yeah.
Of all the alleged things we say.
Well, this is a funny thing. I mean, they're talking about the Russians in Phuket, and obviously there's just a massive influx of Russians to Phuket. But along with that can come some criminal elements.
Yeah.
Don't lump them all in together, I think. But yeah, I don't know. It's
the Russian mafia is apparently taking over certain areas in Phuket. I wonder which areas. I wonder how the taxi mafia and the Russian mafia, do they get along?
There's got to be some arrangements. I don't know.
Right.
I can't imagine the Russians are... Actually, there are illegally operating Russian tours and stuff like that. I've done stories on that before, too.
Allegedly,
so.
Alex. Allegedly. That one's
all
allegedly, yeah.
All right, well, anyways, let's end with a fun one.
Okay.
I have happy news for everybody. So if you are in the market for surrogacy... you can now source your surrogate mothers here in the land of smiles.
Ah.
That's right. In a new development, Thailand is on the verge of amending its surrogacy laws to allow foreign couples to engage in surrogate births within the country, a move disclosed by the Deputy of Health Service Support. Currently, the law limits surrogacy services to Thai nationals, but the proposed changes would enable foreign couples to either bring surrogate mothers from abroad or choose Thai surrogates. This initiative aims to activate the health economy significantly while incorporating strict regulations to prevent human trafficking. The move comes after years of combating illegal surrogacy practices and is part of a broader efforts to address the country's declining birth rates and aging population. With fertility treatments becoming increasingly successful and accessible across 115 facilities, the government is also looking to facilitate egg donations for women's biological relatives and surrogacy arrangements for women over 55, aiming to rejuvenate the population dynamics. I think this is an interesting story, especially in, I don't know if you've heard the news in America lately. The big news in America is that in Alabama, they've decided that IVF embryos are now babies, and there's
so you can't kill them.
Yeah,
can't get rid of them.
Can't get rid of them. That's it for sure. And it seems like Thailand is sort of liberalizing a lot of little when it comes to reproductive rights. So
have you been thinking of a surrogacy?
No.
No, not recently.
Not lately.
Well, hey, if you have been thinking about it, there's an option now available in Thailand. Why not?
Indeed. I don't know. There are worse places to do it, I'd say.
I guess. I don't know. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, those are some of the news topics from across Thailand today. There are, of course, a lot more stories. You can visit thethaiger.com and check them out online. This ad is brought to you by Carzuno, the easiest way to lease a brand new car in Thailand.